Watch what crappens. Who cares what happens when there's so much that crappens? Watch what crappens.
Oh, a little Peter.
Who cares what happens when there's so much that crappens? Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. I'm Ben Mandelker, and joining me today, it's Ronnie Karam. Hi, Ronnie. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. We are recapping Denise Richards and Her Wild Things, Season 1, Episode 5. Yes, Chef is the name of the episode. Quick reminder, we're going to be in Charlotte and Atlanta this week. So come see us there. Go to watchwhatcrappens.com to get your tickets. We'll be recapping Southern Trump finale. And then that's in Charlotte. And then in Atlanta, we're going to be doing a classic Real Housewives of Orange County. And that is going to be the episode, season 11, episode 16, Bringing Up Old Ghosts. So we're going to have a great time in both cities. Go to watchcrappens.com to get your tickets. So now let us go on to this episode of Denise Richards' Wild Things, like a little frothy 30-minute show to dive into midweek. Yeah. So
a little bon mot, if you will.
Yeah, Denise Richards is very funny. I mean, again, this is not the sort of show that I naturally gravitate towards, but she is very, very funny on camera, and I'm definitely chuckling a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah. So we open with one of her confessionals, and she's like, well, I'm not crazy when it comes to getting facial stuff done. I mean, I've done a little Botox here and there, maybe like once a year or something. But, when I heard of this salmon sperm facial, I thought, God, that's the craziest fucking thing I ever heard. It was fuck the salmon, who even thought of that? But someone did and saved up the sperm, put it in my goddamn face. Now look at me. People were like, did you get something done? I said, a sperm came on my face. The salmon came on my face. How about you? Makes you look at bagels a little differently, huh?
So then we get the opening credits, and then we're in Denise's bedroom, and she and Aaron are sitting together, and he is in his gray wardrobe. And and he has like a little helmet on because of course, like I'm surprised it actually took us this many years to finally see Aaron in a helmet. like this feels like it should have been part of like how we met him initially, just a helmet with a red glow coming out of it.
At 50-something years old, his head's still just too mushy. He's got to reshape it every night. God bless him. It's the 5G.
Yeah, so he's doing he has got a hair helmet on, and Denise is like rubbing her face with some sort of, she calls it a face gym, which is supposed to stimulate the muscles that keep them tight and young and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
So they're sitting there with their
I wish that I
devices in
could.
bed.
I'm really susceptible to buying all of this stuff on the face. It's mostly on the Facebook, and I only have Facebook really for works, for reading Watch What Crappens comments. But, I'm still on there, and I'll still watch it for the animals hugging animal videos and stuff like that. But I'm susceptible to all of this crap. I have so much of this crap, so many of these machines and gadgets and red light this, and I just got a hair removal system, which I've used once because it takes forever. I'm like, it takes less time to shave than it does using this thing all the time. And I got one of these face gym things that shocks your face, and I put it on my face, and it literally electrocuted me. And then I was telling my friend, and she's like, oh, you have to put this kind of conducting fluid on your face or it'll shock you. And I was like, well, why didn't anybody tell me? And she's like, you have to read the instructions. Anyway, the point is I have all this shit that I just don't use, but I still was like, I want both of those things.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, it's doing great work for you. Everywhere we go, people are like, Ronnie, your skin is amazing. And then they turn to me and they're like, loved your work as the shepherd and babe. So she's rubbing her face with this dildo like thing. And she's like, am I turning you on? He's like, yeah. She's like, it's a face gym, which makes fucking sense because there's muscles in your face and you've got a helmet on your head. So between your gym and my gym and your helmet, we're just two fucking hot people right now. He's like, yeah, babe.
The things you do when you get up there, huh? Yeah, it's fucking crazy. So she's like, anyway, so Brooke Williamson from Top Chef, how obsessed we are. You know how you jerk off every time I watch her on a Food Network. It's fun, Mm-hmm. I will say Aaron has given me a lot of facials, but he's nowhere close to the salmon. Hey, you know what? Do you think they got that salmon to watch Brooke Williams? God, Brooke Williams has actually made me look 10 years younger. I need to have her over to thank her.
I couldn't believe it. I was blown away that Brooke Williamson was commenting on my video, and we see Denise doing another one of her shitty cooking videos. I love that she's messing up. I think that we should see more mess ups in the kitchen, but Denise is really just kind of like making Play-Doh or something like that. Like things are flying out of the stand mixer. There's like glop on the wall. It's like, well, turns out I don't know how to make a cake out of lettuce, but I tried. And that's the most important part. Brooke is like, love your work. It's so great.
Yeah. And she goes, let's do this together next time. I'm here for you. So she's like, well, I commented back and she follows me on Instagram. That's amazing. She knows who I am. He's like, yeah, it's kind of funny. I mean, that's cute. Who are we talking about again? The lady you jerk off to on Food Network. He's like, the one with the blonde spiky hair and the knee socks? No. The kind of gargoyle style lady that's always really mean on the competition show. It's like, no, that's Alex Cornicelli, honey.
Oh, the one with the very big head but the small body, who's always passive aggressive to her sister when she comes on. No, that's Jada De Laurentiis, not her.
Okay, well, to be honest, you do jerk off to the one with the blonde spiky hair again too. She doesn't follow me on Instagram, so.
Yeah, well, I can't help it. When she gets her camp counselor voice on, I just get so aroused. It's strange. So,
but please just don't ever jerk off to Guy Fieri again. We do have to have some lines that we don't cross in this room.
So, Denise is so excited that Brooke follows her on Instagram. What's so funny about Denise is that Denise is a celebrity in her own right, and she was famous before Bravo, and she'll be famous after. And she's like starstruck that that a Top Chef person follows her. And later on, when she mentions that her hall pass is Brad Pitt, it's so funny the way she talks like one of us. Like, if I ever met a celebrity, that would be my hall pass. It's like, you are a celebrity, you are people's hall pass, So I just thought that was cute. So she's still doing her face gym. She's like, I really want to get my own cooking show. I'm past trying to be subtle about it. I'm just going to be blatant. I want to get a cooking show because I've watched a lot of Food Network. And even though I have holes in my pasta when I make it, I know I'm about 10 times better than anyone I see on that network these days. So come on, what's the girl got to do?
Yeah, no kidding. She probably is too. So she's like, yeah, hopefully I can do it. I don't want my show. I know I'm a disaster. He's like, you're not a disaster. Stop saying that. Oh, by the way, my mom called up and said that her rent is late on the house in Malibu. So get that paid.
I think that people, well, first of all, fuck your parents. Not literally, of course. Relax. Second of all, I think people want to see a cooking show with someone like me. People want to see mistakes. That's human. Like the time I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with KY jelly. Turns out not edible.
But yeah, you got to try it. How else are you supposed to know? First I need to figure out my face, I guess. Oh, hey, you want me to put my face gym on your balls? And he's like, actually, would you? That sounds stimulating. Guys, could you leave the room? We're going to fuck now. She's going to fuck me with this face gym.
He's like, we're kind of alone. And then we show a wide shot of a cameraman zooming, just holding a camera up to them while he's got a boner is rising. Like, all right, we're going to have some sex now. So we're going to do that. They're like, bye. This is one of the few times, this is a thing that happens on Bravo a lot, where they film a couple of films, a sexy scene together, and it's like, yeah, let's get it on. But it's all fake because there's four people. There's a cameraman, a sound man, there's a producer. This is not about to turn into sex. But in this case, I actually fully believe that when they kicked out the crew, they just started to blink.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucked with the face gym. Listen, you've been together long enough that you need new shit to start happening. If face gym on my nuts, it is. Let's get this going. Yeah. So now she's driving Lola and Eloise, and they're going to go see Sammy because she's just had her nose surgery. Mm-hmm. So she's like, so did you see your sister posted about her nose? Did you see it? And she's like, yeah, I saw it on TikTok. I mean, where else would I see it? She's not going to tell me about it. So I saw it on TikTok.
So Sammy, who was really all about being very discreet about having a nose job because last time she got so much input and she just wanted to be subtle about this, is now on TikTok and she's saying things like, oh my God, and she has a bandage on her nose and she's bruised under her eyes. She's like, you guys, I will say this. My eyes look so pretty. Like, one thing I love about the bruising is that it really makes my eyes pop.
Gotta love her.
And so
I died laughing at that. I thought that was so good. So then Denise is like, "Oh, does it hurt your feelings, honey, that she didn't share it with you? Because, she could have told you and she didn't, or you hurt." "No, why would I care? As long as she shared it with Jesus, hopefully he was there to help her through it." Oh, God. Even though Lola already knew it would have been nice for her sister to be like, "By the way, I just had my nose done and just wanted you to know." I mean, God, are we sisters or not?
Hey, you're excited to see Sammy's place. Well, I just want my top back that she stole. This is my favorite blue tank top that she took out of my bag at a hotel, and I never saw it again. Like, the color and the size, like, fit me perfectly. And, like, I asked her several times to look at it. And then we see, like, a picture of her in this tank top, like the special tank top of the gods. And she's like, it just like, it's like, it really meant a lot to me. Sam is like, I have no idea what she's talking about. I don't want to wear that stupid
what
tank
goddamn shirt she's talking about. Like, "Oh, you really want to make today about a blue tank top, honey?" She's like, "But I don't really want my tank top back, Mom." I'm like, "Lola, stop. Come on."
So Sammy's in her apartment. Yeah,
sorry.
and Sammy's just cleaning. She's like, she's taking stuff out of a bag. She's doing something. She's got like a mess on the floor. And Denise is like, "Hey, so Eloise and Lola and I are coming to drop off gifts." Like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna, no, I don't want Lola up in my apartment. Like, even though I know we shook hands at a fish shack, I just don't really feel comfortable having her in my apartment yet. So I'm gonna have to deny her. Now, so Denise is like, "Oh, well, okay, well, that's too bad." I'm like, if that were my mom would be like, "Now you listen here, Sammy. She is your sister, and she is coming into your apartment. I don't want to hear anything about it." But I can't believe Denise is just like, "Okay, well, this is a totally obnoxious move, but I guess I can't do anything about it. Oh well."
Yeah. So Lola's like, "See, I told you she wouldn't want to see me. She's probably wearing my tank top." "Well, hey, it's pretty rude, honey. I'm really sorry but I want my tank top back. It's so cute. Where else am I going to get a light blue tank top?" By the way, she's wearing a light blue tank top right now in the scene.
She's like, "It's just like this. It's like, I really like that tank top. And it's just like really so sad. And I prayed to Jesus about it so many times. I was like, I'm praying about the tank top that will come back into my life. And Jesus is like, why are you so like concerned about material things?" I'm like, "Thank you for acknowledging it is a good material on me." And he was like, "I don't think you got my point." I was like, "I do get your point. I just want my tank top back." And she's like, "Oh, Lola, you have to stop." And she's like, "Mom, what? Just get my tank top back, please."
Jesus. Finally, I'm converting you. So we go to Sammy's apartment and she says hi to Eloise. She's like, "Hi, Eloise. What's on my face? Do I look scary?" And she's like, "Yeah." Eloise's inner thoughts are like, "Yeah, you fucking do. But I'm still traumatized from Mom's OnlyFans pictures being on my iPad. So we're good."
I'm just trying not to make eye contact with any of you people. So, so then, like Eloise gives her flowers, and Sammy's like, "Oh, thank you, Eloise. That's so sweet." She's like, "They're from Lola." She's like, "Oh, I thought they're from Eloise." She's like, "Well, I'll tell Lola you like them." She's like, "Please don't."
No, she's like, "Yeah, one of the main reasons I started my OnlyFans was to have my own money to get my own apartment, a new car, and my boobs done, and a new nose. So I'm really checking off the list."
I love that Sammy is becoming a strong woman, and she's just, she's a little stubborn, and we cut to Lola sitting downstairs in like the lobby. We're just waiting for her mom to be done shooting her scene with Lola. But actually, with Sammy. But Lola actually seems quite content. She's just even like having some avocado toasts.
Yeah, she's just chilling with some avocado toast and coffee, looking at her phone. She doesn't care.
Kind of jealous.
If you're going to be completely, othered by your sister, at least she has a decent lobby to hang out in.
At least give me a taco.
Yeah.
Oh, am I going to have avocado toast after this? As soon as I said that, I was like, I would love some avocado toast right now.
So Sammy's like, "I don't even know what fucking tank top she's talking about. Ask her about half the shit she stole from my closet. Like, I have like a light up corset. Where's that? Where's my fucking neon thong? Ask her about that."
Yeah. It was much easier when they were younger. I could just like make the girls apologize. It's not for something stupid, some fucking bullshit like clothing and jewelry. But nowadays, still one tank top as goddamn World War III. I can't do anything about it. It's a lot I've got to juggle. Aaron's balls, my daughters. It's too much for someone. It's a tank top.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So now let's go to the Barcelona bar where Kathy Hilton is coming to meet Denise for drinks. And she's like, I'll have a Chardonnay, okay, Chardonnay, something to relax my shoulders, right? I just found out you're not supposed to be putting blush on your lips. I feel like a new woman.
So then Denise and Kathy just like chatting about their kids and everything, and Denise is like, yeah, no, my daughters, they could not be more different. Okay, one's on OnlyFans, one is doing prayers for Taco Tuesday. It is a wild ride over there.
And she's talking about how she likes that Kathy has fucked up kids too, because she understands, and she's like, Sammy was just so out of control and it started really affecting Lola and Eloise. And Kathy's like, well, Paris was like that. And I think now she's starting to realize that she was totally out of control. I mean, she would be gone for days, skipping school. That girl was a runner. She was a runner. She ran from so many schools. Finally, I had Dr. Phil kidnap her in a white van and take her away and, I don't know, chain her up to something. And that seemed to help a little bit. She learned to DJ, so that was good, whatever that means.
Yeah. I am so proud of her. She has taken her pain and turned it into a purpose. She is just, I guess, just living life, doing not really much these days. But you know what? When it comes to Paris, just doing the bare minimum, I'm happy for her.
Yeah. So then, server comes up and he's like, oh, do you want some prickly pear juice? And she's like, oh, prickly, what's that? It's like a pear. Why has it got prickles on it? That doesn't sound right. It's like, it's a kind of fruit, man. Yeah, I don't believe that. Fucking prickles. Listen, I've had enough prick today, all right? Have you ever used a face workout on a dude's nuts? Good God. By the way, do I look younger? Not particularly. Well, that didn't work. I had to fucking try it.
You do smell fishier, though. I was wondering if we were seated next to a dumpster. So the server comes by and he's like, and so he starts pouring these prickly pear shots, like right from out of this jug from the spout directly into their mouths. I was like, can we use a glass?
Have we forgot about infectious diseases?
Because that spout full on touched Kathy's lips. And I'm like, now we got Kathy Hilton's blush lips all over the rim of that thing. And anytime you pour prickly pear juice into anyone's mouth, you're getting Kathy's blush. And I'm not down with that.
And Denise is like, well, this ain't my first time at this rodeo. Go ahead. Kathy's like, I'd like some more of that. So that was a wacky scene. So then we go to Denise in her kitchen and Brooke comes over. And she's like, hey, it's me, Brooke. She's like, oh, God, I was so nervous to meet you. I'm so starstruck. Brooks. Oh, God, I love you. God, my husband has masturbated to you so many times. It's so weird to say. He's going to be here soon. Hopefully he'll keep it in his pants. Am I right? Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you've heard this before, but I really want a cooking show. And I just learned so much from you, and just you were just kind enough to comment on some of my videos. Like, don't put the spoon into the microwave. That was funny. It was too late, but it was funny. And I'm just so, I'm so used to people saying negative stuff. Like, if you don't cook the chicken, you're going to poison people, or I can't believe you served that rancid meat to all your friends. And I don't know, I get so insecure now from all.
I really like the one where you told me that lizards don't eat paella. Saved me a lot of cleanup, so thanks for that. I watch all your stuff online, all those TV shows and stuff that you're on. Husband gets so horny, and listen, he's never been as horny as when he watches what he calls diners, drive-ins, and dicks. He really loves that one. That guy. Don't ever introduce him to Aaron. Telling you.
Yeah. Aaron says he always talks about Triple D. And it turns out it has a lot of meanings for him. So, he loves it. And Brooke is like, oh, that's great. This is really exciting. I'm just going to work on keeping my enthusiasm high because Bravo wants me to appear on your show right now to help promote the fact that there's a new season of Top Chef. So yeah, God, I love that. Those chefs, they really don't mess up on that show. Have they ever thought about having a show called Bottom Chef? Because I think I could be really good on that one.
Let me tell you, I know about a lot of bottoms. They're good cooks. I don't know where it comes from.
I've worked with huge movie stars. Okay. My first day on the James Bond movie, I worked with Judi Dench, and she threw a apple core at my head. And she said, get out of here, peasant. Oh, God, it was so fun. And I was peeing my pants, quite literally. I mean, Judy was like, God, I'm Judi Dench, but you could be called Judy Stench, which I thought was that was a little on the meaner side, but it was an honor to be working with her.
I said, hey, Judi Dench, why don't you talk much? And she said, because I have actual lines in this film, you stupid slag. And then she threw me a sweater and told me to get off the set. So it was fun. That was a good one.
Oh God. But I think what makes me feel vulnerable being with a celebrity chef is that what, I watch on TV is that I'm just out of my comfort zone, like she's not throwing a tuna sandwich at my head. She's not asking me where I went to acting school and then just to give me a little chuckle afterwards when I say I taught myself. She's just happy to see me and I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah. So she's like, well, we're going to make something out of your cookbook with figs. So that's going to be fun. She goes, yeah, it's really fun. Have you ever heard of a prickly fig? Do they have those? Or are figs just not fucking freaky like that? I can tell you, I had a pair earlier. They couldn't stop getting a boner around me.
Question.
That's about.
What? Okay, question. If we cut a fig in half and scoop out the inside and put the top of it onto my squirrel friend out there, will he get more hair on his head? It'll be like a little squirrel hair helmet. Just wondering.
I'm going to fuck Aaron with a prickly fig later. You got me on you? So, all right, what figs? Let's do that. She's like, yeah, it's fun. It's relatively simple. Oh, God, that was my first film review. Someone called me relatively simple. Was that a compliment?
It was written by Judi Dench. I didn't even know she did film criticism. It did arrive on a sticky note. And I was on my dressing room door. Maybe it wasn't film criticism now that I think about it.
She also spray painted asshole on my car. Yeah, it's the last time I paid for a Porsche. Yeah, it's like a waste of money.
So Brooke's like, all right, well, we're going to do a spicy cucumber passion fruit mezcal margarita. I don't know what half those things are, and it sounds like too much. Why can't we just do a shot of tequila? It's much faster, but whatever. It sounds delicious.
So we see them cooking or preparing this margarita stuff and saying, oh, wow, that's great. Uh-oh, boner's here. And Aaron comes in. He's like, hey, guys, hey. Just taking all of Denise's clothes and handing them to my family back in Malibu. How's everything going in here, guys? How's it going?
It's great. We made margaritas. I know what you're thinking. Is this another one of my Ecto Cooler and vodka cocktails? But no, this is a real margarita. And you're going to enjoy it.
Oh, Denise, I hope you don't mind, but my husband really wants to meet you. He's like, oh, I've know so much about you. I watch your show every night, because she has it on every night. She's like, yeah, you like watching it too, honey. Let's not pretend. Listen, he watches it one-handed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I get pretty turned on. I jerk off with my left hand and I hold a magnet on my forehead with my right hand. It's pretty intense.
So tell me, Verizon or Cricket? Like, excuse me, one's 5G and one's not. What's your answer going to be? Do not give me a softie right now. I'm basically tented. I'm tented and ready to go.
She's like, is Mint Mobile an option? That, ma'am, is the correct answer. I knew I jerked off to you for a reason.
So he's like, what's going on? And she's like, oh, hey, by the way, you're my husband's hall pass. If you don't know what that is, that's when he can fuck somebody. All right, it's a celebrity. It's you. He's going to fuck you. My husband wants to fuck you. Are we getting all this on the iPhone? Good.
I asked Judi Dench, Judy who her hall pass was, and she said Anthony Hopkins. She was actually very forthcoming about it. It was shocking.
It was kind of flattering me because she told me that I'm her only pass. So that was nice. Every time I came out on set, she would just go, pass. It was nice. A nice lady.
She's a real sweetheart underneath it all. Kind of looks like an owl in like a tutorial. If they're teaching you like, here's the owl to tell you something. She kind of looks like that. But I like it. I need a tutorial.
Have you ever heard of owl sperm being used on anything? Try that out. Hey, Brooke, you could give an owl a boner. Hey, would you try it actually?
Judy didn't really like it very much when I mashed up some salmon roe and tried to spread it on her forehead. She had to have a consultation with the producers, and I got a reprimand, but it was worth it because she had lovely skin, actually.
Aaron has a crush on her, and that's okay. And he's like, well, she's a beautiful woman. Well, okay, here's my hall pass. Brad Pitt. You know what I really love about him? Not only is he fucking hot, he's just so good with kids.
I loved him in that movie about upstate New York. What was it called? Troy? Great movie.
That was a good one. Watch your ankles. Scott, speaking of bottoms in the kitchen.
You know, the thing is this. I love animals. I welcome every animal into my house. So when Brad did a movie called 12 Monkeys, I mean, I've had a lady boner ever since.
God, you know, it's funny. When Brooke went to rehab, she left 12 monkeys in a cage on my doorstep. Fucking bitch. I built them a town.
We put them in the master suite. And then I got a bunch of little hats. I named one of them Judy. And then immediately, as soon as I did that, the monkey stopped talking to me. It was very, very strange.
She's like, all right. So Aaron's like, well, you know, I mean, it was nice that you got to hang out with her. She was lovely, babe. Lovely. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to go pee while you finish talking about your hall pass. Probably going to do it on a salmon or something. Return the favor.
She literally gets up and pees. So now Aaron's like, thank you for this margarita. It's delicious. I can't even get the words out of my mouth because I am so sexually aroused by you right now. And Brooke's like, oh, great. Well, I don't know if I've ever been anyone's hall pass. I don't know if I'm even my husband's hall pass. Anyway, I'm really honored.
Yeah, you really wanted to come. Did you come, honey? Did you come? Keep trying. Just through your pants. We don't want to be disgusting, but you know. Brooke, could you just stand there? What? Yeah, hold the prickly fig. Hold the prickly. All right, he's almost done. And Aaron? Okay, he came. Aaron, go wipe yourself off. Brooke, this was great.
We like to collect his sperm. We use half of it to make our skins look better and half of it to make our own types of margaritas. God, we really need our own cooking show. We really do.
So Brooke's like, okay, now the real recipes. Now listen, I've spent so much time testing these and I'm going to make them user friendly. Okay, so how about you make these recipes? I would love that. So today is black mission figs with pistachio relish and warm honey chorizo.
When she said that, I was like, this is so chefy. I'm like over it. So then Denise is like,
you know, just an everyman dish. Black mission figs with pistachio relish and honey chorizo.
I was like, figs are like only good for like 1 week a year. This is a ridiculous recipe. So Denise is like, okay, I'm going to heat the pan. All right. Okay. So, what piece of meat goes into the blender? She's like, there's no meat and we don't need a blender. Are you sure? What if I put the blender in the oven? How about that? That's a nice touch, right? She's like, no, just preheat the pan. Can you do that? She's like, well, you preheat pan. Is that a thing that people do? You preheat a pan? What if I burn it? Because I burn everything.
You know, there's a weird sausage casing that looks like a condom. Aaron won't wear those. What do you think about that? Hey, Aaron, come in here and fill it up. He won't, even for you, Brooke.
How about we slice open the sausage, take the meat, put it on some rice and be like, sausage. Like, well, that's raw sausage meat. Yeah. It's like sushi, right? No, but you can't have that. Look, when I get my cooking show, this is going to be the first recipe I make. And I tell you, people are going to love it.
And Brooke's like, look at me just standing here drinking a margarita while you make the peanut butter and jelly sandwich of the chef world. Most simple dish of all time. Am I right? It's amazing.
So she's like, my thing here, when I made this cookbook, I really wanted it for regular simpletons. So I'm just going to sit here and I'm not going to do a single thing because I want to see how well you can do my dish. It'll be hilarious. Okay, well, you're not chopping that right. Okay, I'll just take over. I'll take over. Because then Brooke does everything.
Yeah, she does. She's like, do you know how to mince a shallot? She's like, why would a shallot need a mint? I mean, what is that, bad breath? What is a shallot? Is that a type of animal? Is a shallot a mouse? What is it? It's like, okay.
Is that like the girl who's on Cheers, Shallot Long? No, that's... I'm not going to dignify that answer.
God, I hated that bitch. I almost kicked her ass at a club one time. I said, get the stick out of your ass. All right.
God, I'll tell you one thing. That's how Judi Dench and I finally bonded. She hates her too. You know, fun story. Dr. Christmas Jones was originally supposed to be played by Shelley Long, and she was such a biatch that Judi insisted that she get kicked off the movie.
Yeah, Judi Dench called her Shelley Long-Winded C-word. That was pretty good.
Oh God, what a fun time we had. So they make this thing and I was like, ugh, this recipe is so chefy. And then when that was done, I was like, that looks amazing. I want to make it.
Yeah, it did look good.
I was like, damn it looks so good. Do I have to get Brooks's cookbook? Because now I want to buy it. I don't need more cookbooks. But based on that recipe alone, I was like, fuck, this promotion worked 100% on me.
And Denise is like, you know, out of all the cooking videos I've done, this is the first time I've ever finished. And actually, Aaron finished too. You finished, right, honey? And it's like, yeah, this
Brooke
is great,
like,
Brooke.
Brooke is like, I'm highly disturbed, but honestly, for me as a chef, watching you pull this whole thing together, and by you pulling it together, I mean watching me as I cooked for you, even though you were so unsure of yourself, it was just so wonderful and satisfying, and it's a real testament to how great my cookbook is, which is available on Amazon now.
So she leaves, and then now Denise and Sammy are riding to post-op to check on her nose because she's still got her bandages on. So she's like, "Are you excited, honey? You're about to see your new baby nose." She's like, "Yeah, but I'm also nervous because, like, oh my God, what if my nose is too skinny now? Like, what if he took too much? I mean, we never should have trusted a guy that looked like Steve Carell in The Office. Like, why are we doing this?"
You know, I've spent hours every day just like editing my nose before I could post photos publicly. I just hate my nose. I hate that enormous, massive bump in my nose. You know, with my boobs, it was like fine, but like this changes everything. This changes my life. And Denise is like, really? But, you know, I loved your old nose. It was great. I mean, she said, well, it's gone forever. Thank God, mother.
Yeah. So they go to the doctor and he's like, "Hello." He does that real tight Steve Carell smile. He's like, "How are we doing in here?" Looking at the camera. Like, "Here we go, guys. Yeah, let's do it. Let's start removing that bandage." Like, "Oh my God, I'm so scared. What if my nose is horrible? No one's ever going to want to fuck my nose again. This is terrible."
And so she's really happy and she's saying how she wanted it for so long. And this is how she's like, "This is exactly how I would Facetune it. It's amazing. I'm like pre-Facetuned." But like it felt, I mean, my instinct was to be like, this is so silly. They took like a fraction of a centimeter off of it. But that being said, you know, when you're insecure about a body part, I get it. So I was actually happy for her.
Yeah. Denise is like, "Oh my God, honey, I'm crying, you know, because you included me. That was so nice. You included the woman who ruined your life by having the most perfect nose on earth. Every day I would go to bed and I'd say, God, if you're there, one, please tell Emilio Estevez to stop sending me memes, because really, and two, just God, share my nose with other people. It doesn't have to just stay on me. Give other people the opportunity to have such a fucking amazing nose. Am I right, honey?"
You know, it's so hard as a mom to see Sammy not know how other people see her and how beautiful she really, really is. And I had to remember how I felt at 19 when I had my surgery and thinking how insecure I was, but knowing that someday I would cross paths with Judi Dench and I just have much bigger tits than her. And that really made me happy.
Yeah, I told her, "Honey, how can you not know how much people love you? I mean, you've literally got thousands of people jerking off to you every day. What do you want?"
You're like the Brooke Williamson of OnlyFans. So Sammy's like, "This is literally the best day of my life." She's so happy that she starts talking like Lola. Did you notice that her voice changed? Her high, like the lilting voice that is somehow hereditary between like Denise and Charlie Sheen, like comes back. So Sammy goes from being like, "Oh, some Sammy," to like, "This is literally like the best day of my life. Like I am so happy right now. I'm so happy I became wholesome like Lola for one brief second, but it's gonna go away tomorrow. But for right now, I'm wholesome."
She's like, "Well, I'm happy you included me." It's just, "Well, I just didn't want you in my surgery because you have so much anxiety about dying under anesthesia." She's like, "I'm not afraid of dying. I'm just afraid they're going to put me under and I'm never going to wake up again." Goes, "Mom, that's what dying is." She's like, "Ow."
And then next week, she's Denise, "I'm in the top 1% of creators on OnlyFans." And then Aaron's doing a photo shoot for Denise and he's like, yeah. And then we see Patrick Muldoon, and he wants to do some sort of. I feel like we should not have seen Patrick Muldoon again. I like the image that I had of Patrick Muldoon that was frozen in time.
Yeah, Patrick Muldoon's doing that aging thing where he's just like dyeing his hair weird colors that only old men use. Don't use that color. It's a terrible red, Patrick. No, yeah. Shave it. You know.
I wonder, like us seeing Patrick Muldoon, was that like how it was like for people to see Eileen Davidson's husband for the first time in several decades, because he was like a child star or a teen star in the 70s, 60s and 70s, right? And then you see him and it's like, whoa, what was his name? Dickie Van Patten or something like that. I wonder if like that's how we feel when like that's how people felt seeing him the way we feel seeing Patrick Muldoon.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's not even an ageism thing. It's just like a proper age thing. Like, you know, if your hair is starting to look like that thinny, old, like strawy kind of thing, don't be dyeing it like purple or red or whatever. Oh, no. Someone help him. He's still a hot man. Just somebody help him. Fix him. He's fixable.
Yeah.
I'll fix him.
Yeah, everyone's fixable.
Hey, Muldoon, give me a
is.
ring. I'll fix you. Big boy.
Muldoon. Yeah. Anyway, that was it for Denise Richards. Fun times. Thanks everyone for being here. Catch us on the road this weekend or subsequent weekends, or just hang out here. That's fine too. Go to watchwhatcrappens.com though if you want to get your tickets or to see the schedule. And we will catch you on the very next episode. Bye everyone.
And bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Put your hands together for Carly Clapp. Catherine DiBernardo has our Hardo.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offutt. Dana C. Dana Do.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. Jamie, she has no last namey. You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo.
Hava Nagila Weber.
We could all learn from Jennifer Kearns.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sip some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
Knock, knock, knocking on Katie Mannock's door. She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B.
Rigging the funk, it's Leslie Plunkett.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks, it's Melissa Cox. Megan Berg, you can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson. Tastier than Flanderson, it's Rachel Manderson.
She sure is swell, it's Raquel.
Yes, we canna, it's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge. The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors. She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD. She's got a leg up, it's Beth Annie.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
It's our queen. It's Queen Latifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall.
Know your worth with Jason Kurth.
We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She gets an A, it's Kelly B.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters. She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose.
Give him hell, Miss Noel. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke. Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.